She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
So, I ask her a question and she's like... What? What?
Do you know what Lot-Ionan wants?
Lot-Ionan.
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary.
I know, yeah. What? I think it's this way. I guess. Who's this? Who are you? Pilfer some food. Is that stealing?
Hey, what are you doing, groundling? We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
Okay. Well, I guess I will.
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot-Ionan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the Forge.
My realm is the Forge. But where is my realm? Why am I over here? Enter Lot-Ionan's study. You can select more than one character by pressing and holding control and then left clicking on them. Okay, so you can have like a party sort of thing. Robbie Tsar, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Master Lot-Ionan, Frala told me you wish to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
What's in the pouch? Maybe I'll meet other dwarves. I'll set off soon.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
Longnoses? What's in the pouch, mate?
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Hey, Christinio one. Hi, man. Or woman.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
I like this narrator as well. They did a very well job.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Vrakas too.
Vrakas.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot-Ionan.
So how do you guys feel like about this game? Right now. Look for the stairs. Where's the stairs? Oh, look at the gate.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky. And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
Okay. So what is actually our quest? Because quest log. Ah. From his rucksack, your guardian, the magus Lot-Ionan, asked you to bring a rucksack with some magical utensils in it to his former famous Goran. Goran lives on Black Saddle at Table Mountain in the middle of Girdlegard. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Side quests. We don't have any side quests yet. Okay, so I think this is the gate. It looks pretty big. Yep. Leave Lot-Ionan.
You're about to dive headlong into your adventure, but then stop yourself.
A journey over 300 miles without provisions and a weapon. Shouldn't forget to thank all my excitement.
I guess. I guess there's something to be said about that. So I have to go into the kitchen then.
Hello, Frala.
I need provision for 300 miles.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Black Saddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in the Magus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
Perhaps I'll meet even some dwarves on the way.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idaslane as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot-Ionan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
Aw.
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewelry in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
Aw, that's so sweet.
But you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
I wish you the blessing of Palandil and Vrakas to protect you from all danger on your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
Ooh. Oh, I thought the conversation was not over yet. Okay, so can I leave then now, or do I still need a weapon? I think I still need a weapon, but where do I get it? Because I haven't... Look at the stairs.
Lot-Ionan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex. But compared to the courts of the other magi, the seat of power
Why?
in Yonandar
I don't know.
small
He
and
needs to go on a
modest.
journey. There's no other way. He needs to make friends and go and see a rucksack off to an old famuli. Hey, move, mate. And a
It
lot.
would be better to leave.
Yeah, true. But then, oh, look at the bookcase.
Lot-Ionan didn't just take you in. He also taught you how to read.
Smart dwarf.
But you don't
Nice.
feel like reading right now. Especially as you already know all the books by heart.
So he already learned all of the books. Okay. Oh, of course. In his own
This
room.
is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot-Ionan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease.
Altar to Vrachus. Is there a weapon here too?
I wonder if dwarves ask Vrachus for help on long journeys.
Of course! Do you really need to ask that, mate? But where can I find a weapon? Maybe this is enough then. Let's check again.
You picture all the fantastic adventures that await you on your journey and are raring to go. But then you think about the possible dangers and ask yourself how you're planning to tackle this journey without a weapon.
That's so cool, man. Like, they thought of like a lot. What was that? They thought of like a lot of things. I think this is even better than like the usual games already. Look at the dinner. Do I take something with me?
The goulash is bubbling and
Okay, no. I just need barrels of beer, no. Where do I find a weapon? Mate, I'm already stuck right now. Like, wow. Pilfer for some food.
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Want a weapon?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
What? Why so mean, man? Mate, where do I get the weapons? Where do I get them weapons? Probably at the
There was a time
anvil.
when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore. And
Why do I leather cloth then? Take the axe. Oh my god. You're swinging it pretty hefty. Yep. Okay, so time to go. Time to leave the vault, finally. After exploring this 3 times. Don't let enemies surround you. Use special abilities to escape from encirclement before you receive too much damage. So that's also a thing.
How nice to see you again, Lot-Ionan.
Jesus
It must have
Christ.
been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No, I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4
The
are
6.
already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for
Fat.
without delay.
Well, maybe he could use some cardio training. Maybe.
Could you also take the opportunity
Just a suggestion.
to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh my god.
Thank you. We'll be expecting you.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade.
Shelter in the shade of a mighty oak. Oh, so it's not an open world game. It's... I think it's... Yeah, okay. But then what do I do? Continue? Heroes. Continue. Oh, so this is...
A small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight. But a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance.
It is a story game. I like it. I hope they didn't like only did a good job on the first part and then they continued and it went like a little downhill, you know. I hope it's just a continuous line or maybe go up.
You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
Dwarves don't complain. Yeah. What does this all mean?
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Walk further along the road until you can make out more. Leave the road and sneak up to the crows. Leave the road and sneak up to the crows.
Leather armor, the clattering rucksack, and a dwarf's inability to be quiet makes the crows flap around as you move from one bush to another. You give up trying to be stealthy, stand up straight, and see two human bodies in the flattened grass.
Heroes can be injured. Oh. If you attack enemies lying on the ground, you usually kill them with your next strike. Okay, so they're already incapacitated and then they go and die. Okay. This is also a beautiful game. Look at this. It looks pretty nice. Oh wait, can I go back? No, I cannot. Okay, so I have to go ahead and explore. I like this. I like this type of...
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Interesting. Oh, look at the rucksack. What is a body oil?
Rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Search the rucksack.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot-Ionan's vaults.
Look at the body.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor.
Like and subscribe for more.